help you with anything? Do you need anything? When I talk to my clients, I say, you can literally call me, okay, from anything. From calling me to say, Ali, I'm craving some Chinese food, bring me some Chinese food, to calling me and say, Ali, I got some questions about my life insurance, come to my house. And I tell them, I say, if you want to do business with a typical insurance agent, I'm definitely not the one, and I'm not going to do a policy for you. But if you want me to be a part of your life, look at me as a friend or as your son, then you can definitely rely on me. That builds a relationship. That builds a credibility. That builds a relationship to the point where an insurance agent calls them and they say, I got all I need, because I'm all they need. So, number 5, establish common ground. Relationship means relating to people. Okay? Understand the meaning, the definition of a relationship. Relationship means relating to one another. Okay? You do not get into a relationship with someone that you're not related to. Is that right? Okay. Same thing with your clients. They will not buy an insurance from you. They will not do business with you if they don't feel related to you. During your warm-up, when you understand when they tell you something, let's say if they say I play golf, okay, and you like playing golf, tell them I love playing golf. Tell them, you know what? Let's go to golf next time. Okay? They say, you know what? I like cheesecake. I love cheesecake too. I'm gonna bring some cheesecake next time, and we're gonna have some cheesecake together with some coffee. I'm gonna bring some coffee too from Starbucks. Okay? You relate to them in everything they say. Okay? You do not relate to them, you do not sell. That's how easy it is. Number 6, gain confidence. As brand new agents, we tend to mumble a lot when we go to the client's house, especially when it comes to closing. You have done everything perfect, you have done all your warm-up perfect, and as soon as it comes to the closing, you stop mumbling. Okay, can I get your signature over here? Guys, people feed off from your confidence. If you don't have confidence, they will not buy from you. They won't buy from you. People feed off from your confidence. When you have confidence, people cannot look into your eyes and say no to you. Okay? Have a strong tone of voice. Your confidence is so much within your tone of voice. Do I look like I have confidence in my tone of voice right now? No? You're wrong, man. See, this is the kind of confidence that you need to have in your tone of voice. Okay? If I didn't have confidence standing up over here, none of you would have been taking notes. The same thing in the house. If you don't have confidence in your tone of voice, they're not going to buy from you. It's as easy as that. Guys, 38% of your impact that you put in the sales in the client's house is your tone of voice. 38% of your closing ratio comes from your tone of voice. 55% of your closing ratio comes from your body language, and 7% comes from the words that you use. You all think that you got to use big words to close policies. That's not it. That only has to do with 7% of the impact that you put in the house. 93% of the impact that you put in the client's house is your confidence, your body language, and your tone of voice. You have those 2, you have those 3, you're going to close 9 out of 10. How amazing is that? 9 out of 10 closing ratio. So, your tone of voice needs to be confident. Your tone of voice needs to be confident. Your body language, the way you want to position your body language is the same as them. Remember, relationship means when you're related. Okay? Not only in the stories that you tell, but also your body language. Okay? If this gentleman is sitting like this, I as an insurance agent have to sit like this, okay, for me to relate our mindsets together. And I'll teach you a way to understand if the client is in rapport with you. If you want to check if the client is in rapport with you, after having a 30-minute warm-up and sitting exactly like him, switch feet. Switch your feet. Change your position when you're sitting down. And if they change their position with you, that means you're good to close. You're closing. If they change their seat like you, okay, if you're sitting exactly like them for 30 minutes, and you're having a conversation, and you're relating to them constantly, after 30 minutes you change your seat position, if they change with you, that means they're buying from you. You can go to your presentation. You can go to start closing. If they don't change their seat with you, that means they're not in report with you, and you still don't want to go to closing. You still want to change back to what they're sitting. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? Yes?
Yes.
All right.
Gotta try it.
Have fun, number 7. Have fun and be funny. Guys, be funny. If you make the customer laugh, you will make the customer to buy. If you do not make the customer to laugh, you will not make the customer to buy. You want to overcome objections? You can overcome objections way before they give you objections just by making them laugh. How amazing is that? Get 10 loud laughs at them, and you can close. You get 10 loud laughs from them, you're good to close. You don't get 10 loud laughs from them, you're still not closing. You will act like a salesperson when you go to your closing. Okay? But if you get laughs out of them, that's the biggest way to build a relationship with someone is for you to make him laugh. Okay? You ever saw somebody new and you went home and you said, wow, I really met this really, really cool person? Why do you say that? It's because they're funny. Okay? If they're not funny, they're mellow, they're whatever, you will never go home and say, I really met this really, really cool person. Would you? It's impossible.
I'd never say that anyway.
Well, that's just because you're not
You're
funny.
really,
I'll make you funny.
You're a really cool person, man.
So, in order to leave the client's house, okay, and your client's going to another of their family members and say, I really met this really, really cool insurance agent, you should buy from them, okay, the only way you can make them to do that is for you to make them laugh. If you do not make them laugh, they will not do that, and they will not buy from you. You want a 9 out of 10 closing ratio, you've got to make them laugh. How many of you guys make your clients laugh when you go to their houses? 2? 2? Okay.
I'm sure I do.
So now it becomes a norm.
I'm sure you can make it squeal.
Never get caught selling.
The guy
That's
that's
number
listening
8.
to that list.
Never get caught selling. If you, as an insurance agent, sell, they will not buy from you. If at the end of your presentation, if at the end of your closing, they say no to you, that's because you just sold. A salesman is only a salesman when he doesn't act like a salesman. Okay? You can only become a salesman when you don't act like a salesman. A salesman is not the person that says, oh, look at this is amazing, you should buy it right now. That's not a salesman. That's a cheap car salesman. That's a cheap used car salesman. You ever went to those dealerships and they said, good morning? You ever went to those? Those are salesmen. You don't want to act like that. Okay? You want to act as giving them advice rather than for you to sell. You want to give them advices. You want to make them feel that you're giving them advice to buy a life insurance rather than for you to sell a life insurance. Okay? When you give them advice, they will buy from you. If you sell it to them, they won't buy from you. People like to buy, but they don't like to be sold. Okay? You can make them buy, but you can't sell it to them. Does that make sense, guys?
Can you say that again? About the,
People like to buy, they do not like to be sold. Number 9, it's the relationship, not the price. Okay? You build enough relationship with your clients, they will not care about the price. I love it. I love it when I get to the closing, when I close the policy, when I get them to sign, and they say, so how much was the check for? How much do I need to write it for? I love it when it gets there. I love it when they don't remember the price. That tells me that I have done such a great job that they didn't even look at the price. Okay? And I love it. I love it when they're writing a check to me and they said, so who do I make it out to? That tells me that I have built such a good relationship with them that I became their brand. I became the company. Not Bankers Life, not AARP, not New York Life Insurance, not blah, blah, blah. It was you who sold the policy, not the company. Okay? And a lot of times they say, oh, do I put a reminder on the bottom to Ali Navid? And I'm, no. If you do that, I can go shop with your checks. So, my point is, if they say, how much do I make it out to? That means